Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Big Pharma. So today, we are going to be creating our new sexual health drug because we just picked up our catalyst that we need. To do that, I had to let the game kind of tick on for a little bit. Don't worry, didn't miss anything. All I kind of did to pass the time was do a little bit of rearranging here because we're going to need all the ports we can get kind of in these two areas here. Probably plus that one. So I just wanted to free up this port so that I can bring ingredients in here or export it out here depending on how this machine actually looks once we set it up. So yeah, so that's kind of where we stand. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we need for the next step in our kind of sexual health chain here. So the first thing we need to do is we need to make the female contraceptive drug out of our remove warts drug, which we've already done before. We have that over here. That's this line right here. Now, if we wanted to, we could maybe like pull the, stuff coming off of this line and, use it somewhere else. But honestly, that's selling well enough. If I go to my company page here, that is selling well enough. Where is it? That I'm not really willing to mess with it too much. I'm just going to leave it selling as it is. And we're going to make another version and then use that to create our erectile dysfunction drug. So the first thing we need to do is get ourselves some space. And I think we're going to buy this plot of land here to do that in. We might even have to pick up this one. We'll kind of see how she goes. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to bring in some ingredients. And I think we're going to bring it in from here. We need the remove warts drug to start with. So we import that, and we need to first upgrade that to the female contraceptive. To do that, we need to get it to 13 to 15. And then run it through an ionizer, which basically is just 2 ionizers, and that gets us what we need, right? Yes. So that'll be the first thing we do. So let's go basic. We need an ionizer. And how do we want to do this? We'll bring it out in like that. And then from there, we can go like that. So belt there, belt there. We might as well go ahead and let things kind of tick on as we do this. And just this will also make sure that we're making the right things here. Just wait for you to spit that out. And that is high enough to get our female contraceptive. And then this will turn it into the female contraceptive. Perfect. Alright, so pause here. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to run it through an agglomerator when it's at a 17 to 19 concentration, as well as having a catalyst. So this is where things start to get interesting. We need to bring in our catalyst material, which is going to be this stuff right here. Bring that in. Now, what we need to do is we need to shake that together with what's coming out of here. What does this start at? It starts at a 3, so we want this to be our base if we can. And, see, this is going to be a problem. So the way this kind of works is we can combine... Actually, this is quite a bit of bad things on it. We might actually want to run this through an agglomerator real quick just to remove that causes fatigue. Get that off the bar. Anyways, as I was saying, the catalyst that we need is on the same spot as our female contraceptive. So what we need to do is we need to put this guy through a shaker to move the female contraceptive down by 1. So that way... see, that would be getting rid of the painkiller, though. Maybe there's a different way we can do this. Now, if I were to shake this one, would that move the painkiller to the top? That's one thing I'm actually not really sure of. So, let's do a quick test. Put you there. Put a belt into there. And I want to see what happens to this stuff once it's shaken up. Alright, where does it go? That's exactly what I wanted to see. Okay, so pausing again real quick. The painkiller moves to the top, which will... Oh, shoot. No, that's not good either. Because if we use this as our base, then the causes headaches will override our painkiller. Which should be at the top here. No? On pause. Yeah, there it is. Okay. If we use this as our base, then inflamed skin will overwrite the female contraceptive effect. What if we were to shake it again, which would drop the painkiller to the second part, causes fatigue here, and move our catalyst to the top. Use this as our base so that we can make sure that we keep the catalyst and kick off the causes headaches. The female contraception would come in here and we would have removed causes fatigue. Okay, so we need to run this through 2 shakers. And unfortunately, I want to check something here. Shakers take a long time to do what they need to do, so that's not great actually. But whatever. I think we're fairly close to winning this one anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. This is mostly just to have the experience of having done this. So let's just put it here for now, just to make sure this is all going to work the way I'm expecting it to. So it comes out of there, and from there we need to run it through an agglomerator, which I will put here. And as long as this works the way I think it should, we should now have an empty slot where our female contraceptive can go. So this is going to have pain killing and a erectile dysfunction. So, you know, if you've got a headache and a woody, or if you have a headache and can't get a woody, we're going to be able to help you out. Alright, so let's go ahead and build us a multi-mixer. Actually, I think the multi-mixer takes a while too, yeah. So this is kind of looking like it's going to be a bit of a hard one to produce in any kind of quantity here. So if I would have to build this here. So what I actually need to do is move this like so. Put a belt there. This runs to there. This I'm going to run to there. But I want to make sure I'm selecting the right thing as a base before I let it actually do its thing. Because as I said, this is going to be our... Or sorry. This... Balls. Give me the damn thing so I can show off what I mean. Yeah, so this is going to be our base here. Because we want it to keep the painkiller over the... Oh, hold on. Maybe I'm... So the painkiller would go there. Let's actually... Maybe I don't want to use this as my base. Because this has a higher concentration, which is ultimately what I need. So if I can use this as my base, I kind of want to. No, if I use this as my base, I'm going to lose my catalyst. If I were to shake it again, that would... Yeah, that wouldn't... Okay, no. So yeah, this is going to be our base here, and we'll just have to run it through a whole bunch of, you know, machines to bump it up. So we go here. Okay, so that's going to be our base. Now we hook everything up here. And hopefully, if I'm right, this should all come together. Perfect. All right, so this is what we want. We have our catalyst. We have a painkiller, which is mostly just an added bonus. We have our female contraceptive, which we need to bring up by quite a bit. Now, it's not showing me what I want to know here, so let's just hop into the Cures page. We need to bring that up to at least a 17 to be able to upgrade it. So if we go back into our production, we're going to have to run it through a whole bunch of these things. So it's coming out as a 6. This is going to bring it up to a 9. If we run it through... we are actually going to have to buy another plot, so it's going to have to get exported up here. So let's keep that in mind. So if we run it into here, that brings it to a 9. Let me see. How can I arrange this? This will bring it to a 12. And what did I say I needed to bring that to? I really wish it would show me what I'm trying to see here. Let's just go ahead and set up our belts. And pause. Alright, and this... Wait, hold on. Okay, it has a catalyst, never mind. So it needs to be up to a 17. So 6, 9, 12... 15... Where's the best place to set this up? Maybe like this. That's 15. 18. To there, to there, to there. And I think I have to run it through an agglomerator one more time. Yeah, so I need one more to upgrade that. Like so. And now we'll just fast forward things a bit here to get it into where we need it to go. And that brings up to an 18. That goes to the agglomerator again. All right. Pardon me. So we're up to a 20 with our erectile dysfunction thing there. To make this all work, we would then have to drop it back down by quite a bit. I wonder actually if, rather than running it through this agglomerator, if I shouldn't change that to an evaporator. Because it only needs 1 at this point, right? 15. No, it needs 2. So it needs to be at least 17. Yeah, so either way, we're running 2 machines. So, all right, now that that's done, we need to drop it down to preferably here. Which is what? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we would need to run it through 3 ionizers to make this thing work. Good boy, this is becoming expensive. So we'll go... How do we want to do this? As I said, I already know I'm going to have to buy this plot here, or this plot down here, to export this thing. So we'll start just kind of making our way in that general direction. Yeah, I'm going to have to do something like this, I think. That's 2. Go ahead and buy that. And 1 more. Like so for 3. So we come out of here into there, to there, to there. Let's just make sure that this is going to work the way I think it will. So it comes in here, gets dropped by 3, comes down along this path here, into this thing, dropped by another 3, and lastly into this one, which gives us our painkiller. Oh, looks like we have some research done. So advanced processing is done. Now we can pick up one of these 2. A cryogenic condenser and distills your drugs into a purified form, doubling their concentration. Or the autoclave. The autoclave uses high temperature pressurized steam to sterilize your drugs, halving their concentration. Actually, that sounds like it could be really useful. Let's bring in another scientist and get them all working on that. So I want to have that thing. What's this? After an exhausting cleanup operation, many of the casualties have now been treated, and life is returning to normal. As such, so is the demand for painkillers and antibiotics. Oh yeah, that was the other thing while I was waiting for that ingredient to come around, is we had an event for drugs that we couldn't do anything with, so I really didn't even rate it. Alright, so urinary retention is off. Painkiller is on, and erectile dysfunction is on. Now, if we wanted to run it through 1 more, we could possibly remove inflamed skin. And you want... We're kind of... What is our profit at this point? It doesn't really tell us. Let's just have it spit it out onto a belt. I want to see. Alright, our profit is 313. So, and if we were to run it through, just as a test, 1 more ionizer, what would our profit be then? So 313 at this point. Oop, negative 448. Oh, because we dropped the erectile dysfunction. We went down too much. I'm an idiot. Sell that, sell that. We just want to go down by 2, not by 3. So we'd have to run it through 2 evaporators. So something like this and that. I don't even know if this is going to be worth it. I want to see. Oh, wow. Cool. Looks like we completed the objective. So I want to finish making this drug first. And then we will see kind of, we'll call this challenge complete and we'll move on to the next one. Why is that? Erectile dysfunction has been deactivated yet. Did I build the wrong goddamn thing? Evaporator. Increase concentration. Son of a... I am horrible at this game. Alright. Let's try that again without all the idioticness. Alright. So, you go there. You go there. Now, let's see what you do. Now that we're actually doing the right thing. I guess I had one of those sitting over here, but at this point I'm not too worried about cost. I want to see what's more effective. So this is a 302 at this point, and it gets spit out as a 292. So we're actually, if I wait for it to spit one out, come on, give me that. So 312 here, but only 292 here. So it's actually not worth it to remove that inflamed skin. That inflamed skin side effect. So we're actually just going to go ahead and get rid of all that. It was a good test, but just not worth it. So we'll grab the pill printer, and we're going to stick one here and here. Run it over like that, and then down into there. And that will be our next drug ready to go. I don't think this thing can actually keep up. Like, I don't think it's making so much that a single pill printer wouldn't be able to keep up with it. Alright. So, Zerodaimaru's Pain Relief Duration Plus. We have the erectile dysfunction, the painkiller, and a little bit of inflamed skin. Nice, nice, nice. So we'll go ahead and let that run through. I want to kind of see how we're doing over here. Yeah, things seem to be running along quite nicely. But as I said, I don't think we need two of these. So I'm going to sell that other one there. Yeah, I can see we're not getting a ton here because we have to go through 2 shakers here. So I mean, if I really wanted to improve this, I could maybe like import 2 versions of this, or like have 2 lines of shakers that I could run through, you know, and what have you. But I'm not going to worry too much about that for this one. This episode seems to be coming to a close fairly soon, and since the objective is in fact complete, I think it would be a good time to end this particular run. However, I will be returning with another challenge. I'm going to take a look at the challenges and kind of see where we stand, but I'll probably hop up a difficulty level rather than finishing all the beginner ones. It just seems like I wasn't really challenged on this one so much. It was more of a, you know, a fairly friendly introduction to the game. But so I'll try. I'll take a look though. I'm not gonna promise anything yet. I want to take a look at what is available and kind of go from there. Alright guys, so I am going to go ahead and call this one complete. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you guys will join me on the next episode of Big Pharma. So long.